Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Script and Execute. My name is Shruti. So from this series onwards, I'm starting complete API testing series. Okay, I'll be teaching API testing from the scratch and I won't assume any prior knowledge. Okay, and by end of this series, you will understand manual API testing, automation API testing, and also you will understand how to use Java and JavaScript in automation, API automation. Okay. Okay. So for manual API testing, I will use Postman tool, which is very popular industry tool. And for automation, I will use two tools. One is Playwright, which is becoming popular nowadays, and Rest Assured tool with Java. Okay. So I will show API automation using these two tools. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. First, let us understand what is API. Okay, so you all know the full form of API, that is Application Programming Interface. Okay, so API stands for Application Programming Interface. So don't worry about the big name. Okay, so I will explain in simple words. So API is a way for two software applications to talk to each other. Okay, just understand this much. API is a way for two application to talk to each other. Okay, so let me give you an example. You open any shopping app in your phone. Okay, you enter username and password and click on login. Okay, so you open shopping app or any app in your phone or laptop and you enter the username password and clicked on login. So now ask yourself, is your application is validating the username password? No. Okay, so your mobile app does not have your data. What happens is your application sends the login data or login details to the backend server. Okay, I will repeat once again. Your application sends the login details to the backend server, and this happens using an API. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Okay, this happens using an API. So the API receives your request and checks the data in database, and server sends back the response. Okay, so what response it will give back? It can say login is successful, or it can say invalid credentials. Okay, so this is what API is. Okay, so this communication happens using API. So you can understand like API is a communication layer between front end and back end system. Okay, I hope you understand this much, or I can explain once again. Okay, so you can understand like API is a way for two software applications to talk to each other. Okay, so one software application is your shopping app, okay, Amazon or anything you can say, and another software application is your backend server. Okay, so for them to communicate each other, it happens through API. Okay. Okay, so next let us understand client server architecture. Okay, so I will not go deep into architecture. I will just explain how much knowledge you need to have to start with API testing. Okay, so client is the application that sends the request. Okay, client is the application that sends the request, and server is the system that processes the request and sends the response. Okay, so remember request and response. This is important. So client is the application that sends the request, and server is the system that processes the request and sends the response. Okay, so let us take the same shopping app example. Okay, okay. So we search for something. So say for example, I search for headphones. Okay, so what I'm asking is, I'm saying give all the headphone details. Okay, so this request is sent to the backend server using an API. Okay, so I will repeat once again. This request is sent to the backend using an API, and server receives the request and it fetches the data from the database and it processes the request. Okay, then server receives the request, fetches the data, and sends the response back. So what the response? The response is with the product details, and now we can see that product details in our application screen. Okay, so your shopping app is the client. Okay, so here whatever the shopping application you are using, this is the client, and the backend system that's handling the data is server. Okay, I hope this example is clear. So shopping app is the client because you're requesting some information. So what you're requesting? You're requesting give me the details of headphones, and the server processes and sends the response back. Okay, so that backend system that handling the data is server. Okay, so you can understand like client always communicate with the server through API. Okay, so understand that client always communicate with the server through API. Okay, so the summary is client requests the data and server processes it and sends the response. Okay, so this is what client server architecture or communication. Okay, okay. So I hope you understand this much. Then we'll understand how the internet works. Okay, so we know that what is API and what is client server. So now let us understand how the internet works. Okay, so after this, I will start a Postman tool. Okay, so you will get some idea. Okay, okay. So I will take the same shopping application. Okay, so you open the app and you search for the product and you place an order. Okay, so here each action creates a request. Okay, this is important. Okay, each action creates a request. Okay, so each action creates a request. So what action may be you're searching for the product or place an order, so each action creates a request. Okay, this request travels through internet. Okay, so each request travels through internet and this request reaches the shopping application server. Okay, this is important, it reaches the shopping application server. Okay, and server sends the response back. Okay, so and all this happens in milliseconds. Okay, so you can understand like internet is simply a medium that carries a request and response between client and server. Okay, so I will repeat once again. Internet is simply a medium that carries request and response between client and server. Okay, so this is how internet works, and each action we perform on the application is creates a request and send that request to the server. Okay, and server responds with the response. Okay, okay. Now let us understand HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, very important to start with API testing. Okay, so just let us understand, let's forget about the full form. So HTTP is a set of rules. Okay, so HTTP is set of rules that decides how your application talks to the server. Okay, I will repeat once again. HTTP is a set of rules that decides how your application talks to the server. Okay, okay, so let's take the shopping app application. So you open a shopping app, you log in, you search for the product, and you add that product to the cart. Okay, so you know that every action creates a request, correct? So for every action, what happens? Our application needs to send data to the server, correct? So you know this much, every action, for every action our application needs to send data to the server, correct? For this communication to work, both application and server must follow some common rules. Okay, so for this communication to happen, application and the server must follow some rules to for must follow some rules. Okay, otherwise they won't understand each other. Okay, so it's like, I speak English, so server understand English, so the communication works. It is how it is. Okay, so you can understand like HTTP is a common set of rules that both client and server must follow to communicate. Okay, so set of rules. HTTP, yeah, HTTP or HTTPS are both set of rules that both client and server must follow to communicate. Okay, so this is what HTTP. Then HTTPS. This is also same thing as HTTP, but it is secured, or we can say it adds security. I will explain what security. Okay, so if it is only HTTP, okay, so think I'm not using security, I'm just using HTTP. Okay, so if I use only HTTP and send the data, okay, so if I use only HTTP, so the data I sent will be in plain English. Okay, so in that process, anyone in between can read our data. Okay, so with HTTPS, it encrypts the data and no one in between can understand what we are sending and what response we are getting. Okay, clear? Okay, so this is the reason always shopping apps and banking apps use HTTPS. Okay, so as a tester, you should check is the HTTP, sorry, you should check is the API using HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, if your API is using only HTTP, then it's a security issue. Okay, it should be HTTPS. Okay, so I hope you understood this basic knowledge before starting with tool. Okay, so in the next video I will show you how to install Postman tool, and while using the tool I will explain important concepts like what is REST API, HTTP methods, and status codes and API testing. Okay, so we will cover all of them. Okay, so I'll give all the knowledge you require to know confidently. Say that I know manual testing, sorry, API manual testing and API automation testing. Okay, okay. So before that, I have in my channel I have this playwright series. If you want to learn playwright along with API testing, you can go through this videos. Okay, so here I have in this playlist I have only the playwright with TypeScript. Okay, so how to handle like simple things, drop down button, check boxes, those details this playlist has. And this one is how to use programming in automation, like if you're a complete beginner, fresher, or if you're from manual testing background. Some people are not aware like why I have to know the programming language when I have when the tool provides most of the things. Okay, so for them to make them understand why we need programming in automation, I've made this series. And this one is for here I've explained the uh, this one framework from scratch. Okay, I've used page object model, and here I've explained git and github actions for beginners. Okay, okay, so if you understand anything from this video, please subscribe and like my video. Thank you so much for watching.